When I was creating a review about Wonder Woman 1984, I was also thinking about some distinct differences that set the two superhero universes apart. And so I thought, hey, it was fun to create a review, why not make another one? And thus it begins. Though both MCU and DCEU are doing exceptionally well when it comes to their movies, fans of both are very much hell-bent on proving that their favorite one is the best one. I'll try my best to analyze the subject from my personal point of view. Know that I won't be choosing a favorite at the end, as I am a fan of all the soups, including the ones from the boys. When you look at the superheroes created by both the universes, you'd realize that both of them created their superheroes having significantly different perspectives on mind. When DC started out, for example, its intention was to create heroes that are actually godlike and different from the rest of the humans, a modern mythology, if you may. On the other hand, Marvel intended to create characters that are more realistic, characters that more people would relate to. That might be the reason why most, if not all, the superheroes from Marvel Universe were created by circumstances outside their control. When people watch Superman, I don't believe they would think, man, if only I was from a different planet. Sure, you idealize Superman and you want to be like him, but that's that. You know deep within your heart that it's not possible even if you were part of that universe. And now ask yourself, how many times have you imagined getting bit by a spider and becoming Spider-Man yourself? You know it's well within your reach. You just have to be at the right place at the right time. You just need to infuse yourself with some chemicals, or you just need $1 million so that you can create your own metal suit, or just expose yourself to some radiation. That'll do. Being a superhero or villain in DC is a lot harder than it is in Marvel. You'd either have to be from another planet or dimension, or choose your parents wisely. Secondly, when it comes down to the tone of the movies that these universes are introducing, DCEU produces movies that are dark, gritty, and somewhat existential. Marvel focuses on keeping things light and feel good so that they can appeal to more audience.
Listen well, brother.
I'm listening.
Where DC also focuses a lot on the internal battles of supes and villains as well as their external ones. That is one thing I haven't seen Marvel do very much ever since MCU started. The only time I remember I felt truly emotional was when in Endgame Thor revisits Asgard and gets to meet his long gone mother. I am optimistic about the future, but MCU doesn't even have one movie in their arsenal that can match the brilliance of masterpiece like Joker. Last but not the least, MCU is unstoppable when it comes to continuity. They have invested significant amount of money to create movies and shows that all actually fit in the same timeline of the universe. Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., Daredevil, Agent Carter, Jessica Jones, Luke Cage, The Punisher, The Defender, and even more characters that people didn't even know existed in the universe, and thus giving movie fans more lore than DC. Marvel Cinematic Universe is complete, whereas DCEU seems to have no consistency and very little exposure to other minor characters. It continues to reset itself every few years to maintain the power balance between its major characters. If only they would at least give some spotlight to other characters than Superman, Batman, and Wonder Woman, that'd be great. I'm fan of both as both has their moments, but my choice of what to watch next would very much depend on the mood that I'm in. I know that on a lazy afternoon on a random Sunday I would watch Captain America rather than Man of Steel. But I can't help but feel sad for the fact that Marvel is designing the movies to fit in the same comedic and fun formula that they know would be easy to sell to public. Now, I got nothing against Tom Holland's version of Spider-Man, but seriously, I mean, what kind of wisdom can I expect from Aunt May, who is just a couple of years older than me? How would I relate to the gal who is just another emo slash boomer 15-year-old kid with no dreams and a typical I don't care attitude? I mean, just the entire Sam Raimi's Spider-Man the original trilogy and Christopher Nolan's The Dark Knight trilogy had more wisdom and lessons wrapped in it, even though both of these films series are not part of their respective shared universes. Again, I won't be playing favorites as I am fan of both MCU and DCEU, but do let me know which one is your favorite. Oh, and wish you a very, very happy new year.